Hello YouTube fans, it's your boy Brad here with another video. I did a previous video on a carburetor that I purchased for this Lawn Chief 5-speed gearbox 8-30 lawnmower, showing the two carburetors side by side, the one that came off and the one for Temu. Keep in mind that this is an 8 horsepower engine, but the carburetor that seems the closest fit said it was for a 12 horsepower. So I have it installed, haven't tried to start it yet or anything. Let's take a look at the mounting and how it went on. Here's the carburetor mounted. Now everything went fine. All of the bolts matched up to the engine. Like I said, everything went fine. The linkage is here for the throttle, the linkage back there, which you probably cannot see, for the choke, all lined up pretty good. Even the mount on the back side here, mounted to the engine in place. They did make a little slot, so there was room for adjustment. The only adjustment I had to make thus far was the throttle would not close, so this cable that runs from here to the throttle, and which activates the choke, I needed to unloosen this bolt and move this cable up a little bit until I got it adjusted correctly, so the the choke would close properly. So next, I'm going to put some gas in it, and we'll see what happens. Oh, before I did make some adjustments for the carburetor. There's a video below on a lawnmower and a carburetor that looks very similar to this from a guy who repairs lawnmowers. He said to tighten this one all the way down. This one has a spring under it, so in the way that they designed it, I tightened it down as far as I could. Without maybe having to take the spring out or something. This one, he says, tighten down, don't over tighten, but tighten it down, and then back it off by 1 3/4 turns. So I've already done that. So now we're going to put some gas in and give it a shot. All right, guys, I had a huge leak in my in my makeshift gas line clamp on the back of the lawnmower. So I got that tightened up. So cross your fingers, say a prayer. We'll give her a shot. Go to choke. Switch on. And Alright, guys, after several hours passed, having to do modifications to the breather here. This does not mount on there directly. So under the bottom here, the bottom of the breather, this is the hole where the other stud would come through. Well, here's where the screws, the breather adjustment screws. Let me kind of go over that way here. These adjustment screws, especially this one right here, was lined up on the old breather. Hopefully we can get light there, with this hole. This one is moved over here, so I have to drill that out. And the mount here, which is not going to make it to here, is back over here, so I have to drill some of this out so that the breather will fit flat into position. The next thing was the problem is the long mounting screw that goes through this hole and screws down through the back of the inlet is a whole different size. I think this is a 1024 or something weird, and it's even longer to make it from the top of here down to the bottom of there. So I need an 8-inch screw. The one that we have that came with the old carburetor is like a 6-inch. So I got from our local hardware store this long rod, a locking wing nut, and I'm going to, and this is not the right size. Let me say that. This is not the right size. And I'm just going to screw it down in there. And until it, and then keep on down, and hopefully maybe it'll lock in. And then the wing nut will keep the top here in place. But I made the rod extra long in case I had to do a different type modification. So we're going to mount that on there, and let's take a look and see what happens. Talking about jerry rig, it's on there. Way too much bolt there, but let's give it out a shot. Okay guys, I've taken that as far as I can. Let's see, will it actually move and mow? All right, guys, got it running. Temu, $15 carburetor. Lawn Chief, Lawnmower, Adventure. If you like what you see on this channel, guys, hey, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and you guys have a blessed day.